Now here, before we move any further, I would like to play everything that we've talked about so far in roll speed. To play everything that we have in roll speed so far will sound like this. So that's what we have so far in roll speed. Following that, what we're going to do is we're going to play our A string open 2 times. And then once again, you're going to bend up the 4th fret of your G a full step, and that happens quick. That'll sound like this. Then after that, you're going to play the 4th fret of the G and pull off to the 2nd fret where your pointer finger is. After that, quickly place your ring finger back onto the 4th fret of your G and pick that note. So, since so far here in part 2 we have this played slow. And then following that, what we're going to do is this. You're going to move your ring finger up 1 string to the 4th fret of your D. You're going to pick that note, and it might help you to place your middle finger on the 3rd fret and your pointer finger on the 2nd fret as well, the D string. I'm using my middle finger and my pointer finger only to help me push my ring finger up the neck, okay? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick the 4th fret of the D, and after I've picked it, I'm going to bend it up a full step and hold it for just a second. That's going to sound like this played slow. Now once I've got it up to the top of that bend, I'm going to pick the D string once again and I'm going to bring the note back down, okay? So all together that's going to sound like this played slow. Okay, so here in part 2 we have this all together played slow. Then after we brought the note back down, you're going to then pick your ring finger up out of the way and play the 2nd fret of your D string. All together we have this in part 2 played slow. After that, move your pointer finger up 1 string to the 2nd fret of your A. You're going to pick that note and slide up quickly to the 4th fret of your A string. That will sound like this. Then after that, you're going to move your pointer finger down to the 2nd fret of the A once again and pick that note. All together here in part 2, we have this played slow. Then after that, we're going to play an E5 open position power chord. You'll take your pointer finger, lay it flat on the neck of the guitar here at your 2nd fret so that you bar across your A and your D strings. The notes that are played in this E5 power chord are the open low E string, then the 2nd fret of both the A and the D. Those are the 3 notes that we'll play. We'll play them and let them ring out. It will sound like this. So all together here in part 2 we have this played slow. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to form a B5 power chord, 3-finger. It's a 3-finger power chord. It's done by taking your pointer finger and placing it on the 2nd fret of your A. Place your ring finger on the 4th fret of your D. And place your pinky on the 4th fret of your G. Those are the 3 notes there. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to pick those 3 notes, and after I pick them, I'm going to keep my hand in this same shape. I'm going to continue to press down firmly, and I'm going to slide this shape all the way up the guitar neck so that I stop at that E5 power chord that we went over first. Now the only thing that's different here is that I've added my pinky to the G string, so now it's a 3-finger E5 power chord, okay? So what's going to happen is this. It's going to sound like this, played slow. Once I get to the E5, I'm going to pick that chord in an upward motion and then slide back down to nothing. So that'll sound like this. Okay, and that will end the introduction. To play the second part all together in slow will sound like this. Okay, so that's part 2. Now here's part 2 played in roll speed. And now here's all of the introduction played in roll speed will sound like this. And like I said, the song begins, when you're playing that E5 power chord, You really don't even have to do that. That's played behind the city noises that are played on the song. And if you do choose to play that, he plays it with a wah-wah pedal. So if you'll play that picking pattern, that strumming pattern with this chord, it'll sound just right. But putting that to the side, I'm going to play the introduction. Like I said, after that, right about the time those city noises come to an end, he begins the song. Now here's the introduction played all together in real speed.